Hello, beautiful souls. So, currently on the news, there's a lot of talk about these UFOs that are being shot down. And I thought I would just tap into my guides for a few minutes to see if we can get some clarity on what it is that is going on. I know a lot of people in the spiritual community have been saying that they are going to use UFOs as the next thing to create fear, and that they're not real UFOs. And I also know that there are a lot of people who have talked about that extraterrestrials will be coming to planet Earth in the near future to work with us. Obviously, those are two very different stories. So I thought I would connect into our guides and kind of see what it is we're seeing with this specific situation. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. What you are beginning to see is the evidence of the veil, as you would call it, coming down. Because you're raising in frequency as a planet collective, more beings will start to recognize that there are other beings outside of your planet. The way this will come into your awareness will come in many forms, depending on the vibration at which you hold. For some, the awareness of other beings in the cosmos will come through a fear-based situation, whereas others will have a much more authentic and pleasant experience. But either way, your collective will start to recognize that you are not the only conscious beings in the universe. Because your planet is currently aligned with a lot of fear-based vibrations, the first global experience with the concept of extraterrestrial life will very likely, and you are beginning to see it now, come through that fear lens. So it is very important that as this communication starts taking place between your planet and other planets and beings, that you recognize where your vibration is at. Remember, you can always tune to whichever reality you are aligned with. And if you consciously tune, you can dictate which version of this interaction you will experience. Be very cautious of the story you take on from your media. They will spin it, at least in this timeline, for a level of control. Whether or not the beings coming to your planet are benevolent or not, your planet is in a space of one controlling the other. Therefore, there are certain beings on your planet who will utilize this interaction for their personal gain. Be aware of how you interact with these stories. No matter whether or not there are beings on your planet who wish to control you, you are still an autonomous being who gets to determine how much you are going to engage with the collective story of control on your planet. There are a lot of stories about what you are allowed to do and what you are not. It is important at this time to start evaluating which of those stories you want to buy into and which ones serve you and which ones you choose to opt out of now. There are a lot of choices to be made, and those choices will assist you in vibrating into the realities you desire the more consciously you choose those choices. Remember, you are always making choices whether you are conscious of them or not. It is time now to take your energy into a more conscious and autonomous state. Most beings would like to not take responsibility for the experience they are having. This is a story that has been told many, many, many years on your planet, and it is time to now start taking responsibility for the reality you are experiencing. Yes, your reality is your responsibility. And whether or not you are consciously making choices does not matter. You are always holding a vibration, and it is always going to be the reason for what you are experiencing. Always. And it is your responsibility to understand that and start consciously choosing the reality you would like to tune into. It is that simple. However, learning to use your tuning apparatus, since you have been using it for so long, as you might say, incorrectly, it will take time to master the art of tuning. This learning can be explored in small increments. There is no rush, besides how much you want to explore and learn how to use it. Each reflection back to you is an opportunity for you to consciously choose what you might say gameplay you would like to experience. Many of you have experienced the concept of gameplay and multiple storylines. This is very similar to how your reality works. The choices you choose determine which story you get to play out, and there are multiple options. And every individual being gets to choose their own version. Remember, you are always responsible for the story you are playing. No matter whether you are conscious of the choices you're making or not. This current story you are experiencing with these UFO sightings is an opportunity to bring consciousness to these choices you are making. It is an invitation to start evaluating how you are engaging with the collective story that is being told on your planet of fear and of control. It is time to start using your own discernment and choosing the type of freedom or control you want to live under. And everyone has the opportunity to choose this, consciously or not. At this time, there are many beings who are coming to investigate your planet, who are benevolent and malevolent. You will interact with the beings that you are a vibrational match to. You will tune into the reality where each of those beings interact with your planet in the way that is aligned with the vibration you are holding. All possibilities are available. It is your choice as to whether or not you will engage with a more pleasant or a less pleasant experience. The reins are in your hands for your experience, and everyone has their own reins. We hope this brings some clarity to why this invitation is being brought to your planet at this time. This is also in a response to the asking for things to change on your planet. There is a possibility in either direction with this experience. This could bring in more freedom or more control. You get to determine how that will play out. We hope this brings clarity, and we will be available for future conversations on these topics. Many blessings and peace. I hope that was helpful. I'm definitely going to watch it back and ruminate on it. A lot of you ask what beings I am channeling, and sometimes they don't like to say because they don't want to create the separation, because we are all one consciousness having different perspectives. But if I was going to sum it up, I would say it's a collective of guides for our planet who are assisting us in our evolution that we can always tap into whenever they, any being on our planet can access them as a, how would I explain it? If you had a question or a concern, you could go to them and ask, you know, what should I do in this situation? And they will give guidance. What I'm hearing is they're saying that at any time, if you need guidance, if you get centered, if you breathe, if you get clear, and you ask a question very neutrally, and if you literally ask, you know, I need some clarity on this. I need some, like, very specifically, I need clarity on this specific situation. And then you sit in that, whether it's through a dream, through, you know, a download, or just signs, they will give you the clarity you need. They're always available. To give guidance. All right. I hope you are all well. I hope this helped, and definitely comment down below if you have any questions or comments. If you would like a private channeling session, I do offer them through my Etsy shop, and I do also do tarot and oracle readings as well. All right, many blessings. Namaste, and don't forget, it is all about the soul journey. Bye-bye.